Welcome back. My name's Too Many Riffs, and recently we've been doing a lot of smaller videos with news related to different games. I wanted to start a bit of a series where I talk about the goings-on of the past week in one big video. Not all news, in my opinion, is big enough for its own video, so we're going to lump them together and talk about each bit of news one at a time. In this first week, we're going to talk about some Swords of Legends Online name reservation, about Elyon coming to Steam. We're going to talk a bit about Aion Classic, and some New World stuff. If you're excited, don't forget to smack that like button and subscribe for more MMO news and guides. And let's get started. The new season started 3 days ago for Black Desert, and with that the new Corsair class is also out. The Corsair is a pirate mermaid with a fantastic mix of melee attacks and ranged spells that I've been hopelessly addicted to playing the past 2 days. On top of that, the game is in the Steam Summer Sale for $1 right now, until the 8th of July. We've gotten even more news regarding New World. They've posted their final video in a series of zone reveals, this one about Shattered Mountain, their endgame focus zone. The region is named after the dark, craggy mountain looming ominously like a black crown on the horizon, and also houses some of the game's most challenging in-game content, including the corruption-filled Fallen Frontier, and the greatest challenge on the world, Mirkgard. Once the crowned fortress of Eternum, Mirkgard is now inhabited by murderous, corrupted humans and all manner of fearsome beasts. It looks awesome, and I'm excited for New World when it launches on August 31st, and I'll be covering it more as we get closer to the date. Name reservations have opened up for Swords of Legends Online as of today. From July 2nd through the 5th, you can log into the game via Steam or the Gameforge launcher and reserve your character's name for the coming July 9th launch. Yes, finally! I'm excited, as this means Swords of Legends Online is less than a week away, and it's great news because it's been so long since a big budget MMO has been released, and clearly, it's not the only one coming out this year. Do you like Elyon? Well, if you do, then today there are two separate bits of news for you. First, and possibly the most interesting, is Elyon will be coming to Steam, starting with Beta Weekend 2. Yeah, this is awesome. And it's always a smart move. Something you want to see at launch instead of 2 or 3 years down the line once the game is no longer as popular and the devs are just trying to find more players to milk money out of, like say, I don't know, WildStar or Rift. Finally, they've talked a little bit more in an interview about the game's cash shop and what it'll reportedly feature. Apparently cosmetic items, as well as functional items that are very likely things like inventory slots and warehouse extensions. Also, Elyon's second beta test will see the cash shop actually in the game, so we'll be able to play around a little bit more with it and see what our opinions are. Hopefully there aren't too many problems with it, although obviously we will be able to give our feedback in August once that beta weekend is live. Lastly, I've been putting off talking about Aion Classic recently because, well, the backlash has been pretty massive over the pay-to-win struggle this game has. On one hand, this issue deserves to be talked about by everyone, but also I'm not really interested in just saying the same damn thing as everyone else. Yes, I know the footage you're watching right now isn't Aion Classic, but that's because I haven't been playing it because of this backlash. I do kind of apologize to Amazon Game Studios because their footage is over top of, this bad news. But hey, it's shiny new footage, and I haven't been talking much about New World, so hey, let's watch more of this trailer while I talk about it. For the uninitiated, Aion Classic has a premium currency called Kuna you can buy with real money, which is then used for items in the shop, like cosmetics, name changes, appearance tickets, etc, etc, etc. It's pretty normal so far, and nothing out of the ordinary. Until you get to the fact that also available are packs of pink tiger candies, which can also be sold to vendors for 100,000 Kina apiece. Kina is the in-game currency. That's a lot of money, especially at early levels. For $10, you can buy enough candy to sell for 2.4 million Kina. One caveat is you can only sell 1 million worth of these items per day to a vendor. But players are getting around this by opening up their own player-run shop and selling them to the other players for around 80,000 Kina each. They get a ton of profit, and a second player who buys the candy can either then use them or flip them to a vendor for a tidy profit. And everyone gets to inflate the value of Kina together. Hooray. By the way, I'm being sarcastic. This is frickin' ridiculous. On top of these candies, there's a subscription to actually play the game properly, a Deva Pass for $30 a month that gives a ton of more candy to sell, as well as other items such as experience buff amulets, consumable scrolls that increase your running speed or attack speed, temporary titles with staff buffs, coins to use towards high-level gear that you won't have to grind for, and thousands of power shards that make each one of your attacks hit harder. This isn't pay to win? Yeah, it is. Yikes, this is a terrible look for NCSoft. Clearly, this isn't what your classic player base wants, as players have been quitting in droves about this. This shouldn't be a thing and needs to be changed. Come on, NCSoft. Be better. So, that's all the major news for this week. I hope you enjoyed what you watched, and if you did, don't forget to smack that like button and subscribe for more news videos like this. Planning on doing videos like this every Friday, so I hope you'll hit that sub button and join me next week. Again, my name is Too Many Riffs. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have yourself an outstanding day.